up, T-Man? And we have Rick, of course, always going to be on. I'm sure hoping that this is going to show that we're live on my end. Why is this show? Let me just check a few settings really quickly, guys. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. All right, is the sound okay? Today promises to be a really fun lesson. All right, so we've been working on the power of three. Yeah, just let me know in the chat that we're good to go, and we'll dive right in. I want to make sure my volume is up. We're going to talk about blues scales today. And we're going to talk about how you can practice these and really get some confidence in your blues scale. Not just in the key of C, but really in any key. All right, sounds good. Awesome, Rick. Good to see you. And again, good to see you, Dad. Good to see you, Vicky. All right, so first thing is this blues scale. We know the C blues scale, right? We put things in categories. We say that this is the shape 1 at iMusicAcademy, right? We have the shape 2 at the top, and then you have the A minor blues scale, which is 3 half steps below. All that's great, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about playing the blues scale in 3 different keys this morning. Hey, good to see you, Marla. Everybody say hey to Marla, our resident superstar at iMusicAcademy. Good to see you, Hugh, as well. Hugh is he's the bookends of iMusicAcademy, always on at the beginning, the middle, and at the end. Good to see you. Okay, so as we go over our C blues scale, we're going to dive in. This will be a 35-minute lesson. We will wrap up by 35 because I'm starting the stream a little bit later anyway, and so we're going to be done at no later than 8:45-ish, okay? Hey, Doug, good to see you. All right, so blues scale fingering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Everybody has that in the key of C, and let me know if you have this in the key of C. So root, minor third, 4, sharp 4, 5, flat 7, 1. And what I do, the same thing we do with our voicings, we do up and down, we do sitting on a voicing, right? What in the world is sitting on a voicing? It's when you just play one voicing and you go up, half steps, whole steps. You really spend time on a voicing. Same thing with the scale. Sometimes I'll just scale run things and I could go up and down and practice that. Even at a slow tempo, just practicing going up and down. Do I have my fingering right? Do I have a flow right? Can I turn it around? And the fingering for C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So you cross under on that G. And notice that it starts over again at the top. Anytime I want to go to the next octave, I just start again on C, and my fingering is the same all the way up and down. And on the way up and the way down for the key of C, you guys know that I like to focus on sort of the visual cue of F sharp, right? That's our transition note. When I'm thinking about going up and down the keyboard in a blues style, I really visualize and think about that F sharp as a finger 4 that helps me get into that 5-note pattern, right? Of the first 5 notes of the C blues scale. Now, I could use this with a C9, a little simple blues where I go and I work on the first 5 notes. I can come down, and now I'm in the shape 2. And if you understand that, put got it in the chat. And I did go ahead and put chord. This is, of course, a Chord Academy lesson, and we have our all access group in. I also sent this to our YouTube community, and a couple of important things is I went public on this stream because I'm looking for the next person who wants to join one of our groups. And so maybe you're out there, maybe you want to be a part of an awesome community, maybe this is right for you. So my hope is that you'll see the way I like to teach, you'll see our community, and then if you're in any way interested in becoming a part of that, I would love to talk to you about that. So you can always email me, bob@imusicacademy.com, or bobtaylormusic@gmail.com. Lots of different ways to connect with me, but my hope is to find the next person that might want to be a part of our groups. All right, so here we go. You have this C blues scale, we're about to change keys, so I want to make sure everybody's good and everybody's familiar with what we're doing. So if I'm sitting on the blues scale for C, I could play this C9 voicing. I could play our root 5th, root 6, just getting the blues scale going with our solo blues piano, so I can think. That's triplets. Okay, now before we change key, I want to remind you guys that the 1-4-5 in its most simple blues progression, 1-4-5, we have C, we have F, and we have G, right? And what I love about this is because when you're in the key of C, we know that it doesn't matter if I go to F, I'm still going to play the C blues scale. And even these first 5 notes are going to sound fantastic, even when I play a G. So let me demonstrate that. Now watch me go to F. F in the bass, but I'm going to stay on C blues scale. Even when I go to G. Or I could do what we call automatic pilot, where I just go up and down. I could go up to shape 2. Maybe transition with the blues scale. Let's do that one more time. Now at the end, I went da-da-da. I wanted to have the tension and release. Now, what we are doing right now is simply sitting on this scale. We are getting familiar with it. You can play the first 5 notes of the blues scale. You can play the top half of the blues scale, which is our shape 2 at iMusicAcademy. It goes up to the minor 3rd. And as we're sitting on this voicing, we're remembering that if we're in the key of C and we're playing the blues, that is our main scale. If I want to do some minor 3rd to major 3rd licks, when I go to F, I can actually go to F and do my minor 3rd to major 3rd, and the same thing on G. But my overall simple scale that I'm using is the C blues scale, and that's what we're focusing on now. Again, you can do trio style where you do C9 to F13. We know that. Okay, so in just a minute we're gonna go up a half step, and then we're gonna go down a half step from C. As you know, I like to do the up-down approach. Now I am working on a course called The Power of 3, and a lot of the material is already done, not recorded, but it's already done. In other words, I've thought through everything I want in this course, and part of The Power of 3 is 3 licks, 3 scales, 3 chords, 3 bass lines, 3 different styles: trio style, comping style, and solo piano style. So there's so many things I love about the Power of 3. One of those is the idea of going up and down by a half step. And you take a familiar key like the key of C, and I want to give you the confidence to go up a half step to D flat, and then you go back to your comfort key, and you go down to B. And here now you're actually playing in 3 different keys that many of you thought you would never play in. The key of B, like you think, I'm not playing in the key of B, I want to play in the key of C, or D flat. Like you're not used to the fingerings and you've never played in the key of D flat. Now, if you go out on a jazz gig, most likely you're going to play C, B flat, F, or a G, or some of these more familiar keys. You're less likely to play in D flat or in B on a blues gig, but I want to give you the confidence that you could play in any key. So if you understand that, got it in the chat. And I see that we have 12 people watching, and please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Also, like the video. And I'm going to tell you one more thing to do is I love it when you comment in the chat, but if you set up your notifications, I used to never tell people to do that, but I think people are starting to do that, and I think it's really helping our channel. So, all right, so Rick says he's got it. Yeah, so start with this idea, Marla and Rick, of, you know, we're going to go up a half step from C to D flat. So the up-down approach that I love to teach is we say, all right, we're going to learn the D-flat blues scale. We're going to go up a half step. Now, as I'm telling you guys this, I need to make some super important things for you to remember. One is that the first 5 notes of the blues scale, we not only know that when we go up to D-flat, now we're thinking of the D-flat major scale, right? Which is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And our D flat major scale, no, it's all black notes, right? You have D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. And there are certain ways that I like for you to memorize your scales. You know that there's a trick that I like to do to be able to say them going up and down as well. But we're doing the same formula of root, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, and 5. So when I do root, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, I'm getting up into the keys and I have this D flat blues. Now, even in its most simple 5-note pattern, this is a skill to get under your fingers of saying, all right, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just doing the 5 notes of the blues scale in D flat. Let's try this out with a root 5th and root 6. Now, by the end of this lesson, you're going to be able to play the blues in any key with 2 different fingerings, okay? So that's one thing I want you to really understand that's about to happen, is you're going to have the fingerings to play blues in every single key. So right now, we're just in D flat. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this would be my less comfortable key, right? C, let's go back to C. This is our comfort key, right? We do a lot in the key of C at iMusicAcademy. But now we're up a half step. And notice that I'm up into the keys a little bit. And sometimes people, if their fingers are wide here and they get stuck up in the keys, you have to just sort of learn how to turn your hand. But even this right here, you're building up some success of, like, if somebody said, hey, let's play blues in D flat, you're like, all right, let's go. Because you have your keys and your fingerings. Okay, now, to play the blues in D flat, here's what you have to do. You have to, instead of this key of C where we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and you cross under, so you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. For D flat, we just go 1, 2, 3, thumb under, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is on top for a 1 octave D flat blues scale. Now, for some of you, that's going to feel really foreign to you. It's not going to be comfortable at first, but it's not comfortable for anyone when you start out, right? That's why we're starting off simple. Is D flat blues, and I have D flat, which is the 1 and the 5 of the D flat scale, to 1, 6. And I'm just doing this very slowly. And if you understand that, got it in the chat, even if you can't play it yet. Now remember, we're doing the power of 3 right now. 3 scales. We're just going to go up to D flat, back to C, and then down to B flat. We're going to go the up-down approach. Okay, now even when I go to the 4 chord of D flat, we're at G flat. Now I'm doing G flat and D. I'm going to use the same scale. Even on A flat, which is the 5 chord. All right, Rick says that is awkward. Now, that is right. Now, Rick, explain to us why that is awkward, and then I will keep talking about this. But I know why you're going to say that's awkward, but I want to hear it from you. Okay, so let's go back to my comfort key. Let's just say that I'm struggling with that. I want to go back to my comfort key, which is C, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 4. Okay, Rick says The thumb under G on the D flat chord. Yes. So he's here, and he's not used to this idea of the fingering, because in the key of C we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? So now what we're going to do is to play the blues scale in any key, and this is a fun little tip, is you're either going to use one of two fingerings, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then whenever you get to the top of whatever scale it is, you can use 4 on the top. Okay? Now, isn't it interesting to know that what I tell you guys is that you're often 1 or 2 fingerings away from playing something in all keys. Now that should give you some kind of awesome relief to know that you're just 2 fingerings away from playing something in all keys. So let me demonstrate this even to the next level. So if we're in D flat and I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, whenever I get to the top, I'm using the 4, right? That's the top note. Everybody say hey to Jeffrey. Jeffrey is not a official member of iMusicAcademy, but he's one of the most faithful guys whenever I go live, and he's a good friend and has been a supporter of iMusicAcademy for a long time. Multi-instrumentalist, very talented guy. So everybody say hey to Jeffrey. So watch this. I'm going up and down. I'm sitting on this voicing right here. Okay? Now, I'm going to go back to C because we're about to go back down a half step to the key of B. Going back to the key that I'm comfortable with. Okay, here we go. Now watch this. Let's go down a half step to B. Now B major has 5 sharps. And I think it's really important to learn our major scales. There's a whole section in iMusicAcademy on major scales. And for our new members, I'm going to direct you guys of where to find those. But training on how to play every single major scale, that's really important to me that you know how to do that. Why would I want you to do that? Because if you know all your major scales and you know your chord formulas, you can build any chord. Like if I said, all right, let's do root, flat 7, and then 3, 13, 9, right? B flat is the same thing. Root, flat 7, 3, 13, 9. For G, root, flat 7, 3, 13, 9. And I'm thinking of each major scale. And if you understand that, when I say chord formulas, I'm saying root, flat 7, comma, 3, 13, 9. And so if you know your major scales and you know your chord formulas, you can play anything in any key. And that's what we do. That's why we're learning our major scales. We also build our technique when we learn our major scales as well. So we're in good shape there. Now watch this. For the key of B, your fingering is going to be this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How cool is that? So this is the second fingering, right? We know that C major, let's go back up to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And I do the 1, 2, 4 fingering. For B, watch this, go down a half step. Root, minor third, 4, sharp 4, 5, flat 7. And on my top is finger 4. Now, what's really nice about that is, I mean, here we're doing a fingering in the key of B. Now, put an honest assessment in the chat of, have you ever spent time in the key of B for your blues? And even blues scale. It's a yes or no kind of question. Yes or no for the key of B. Have you spent any time doing the B blues scale with that fingering right there? It's not to in any way judge anyone. It's just an honest question that is good to ask. And I do the same thing for myself. If I'm spending too much time in a particular key, I want to make sure that I'm also working on things. Yeah, Rick says no, not for blues and B. So Rick, what we're going to do, and everyone at iMusicAcademy, is I want to get the fear out of transposition. out of the way, and us to really know that it's really just a couple of tweaks away from being able to play something in all keys. And you know what? Yeah, so Rick says very uncommon for a blues key. But here's what's really nice about all of this is, you know how we build up the muscle memory in the key of like C, for instance. We're building up, as we learn the C blues scale, we're building up muscle memory. But if I go to the key of G and I play that blues scale, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4 fingering. So even though it's different notes, it's the same kind of finger movement. Okay, so it's the exact same thing of going, just like we do 1, 2, 3, 4. In the key of G, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So even as I'm doing the G blues scale, it's the same exact fingering movement that we do. If I'm in the key of E, watch this. Same thing. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you only have 2 fingerings to play all of your blues scales. Now, in just a few minutes, I'm going to demonstrate every single fingering to make sure that you know which fingering to use. But let's stay focused on this up-down approach. So we have the C blues scale, first 5 notes. We also have the scale going all the way up. So we go C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 4. And so we're sitting on this voicing. That's right, Rick. Now watch this. For D flat, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Now, for D flat, this is so important, guys, is that if we're playing the D flat blues scale, I can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I can go up and down the fingering with just 1, 2, 3, and on the way back down, it's 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Isn't this is going to actually blow people's minds? And if it kind of does, put it in the chat. I want you to know, kind of like a sigh of relief as we learn these different blues scales. 2 fingerings is going to get you the blues in every single key. Okay, so D flat, while at first it might feel a little weird, you're going to sit on the D flat blues scale. Remember, whatever octave you end the blues scale, you're going to put finger 4 on that at the top, because you're ending that scale. It wouldn't make sense to go to your thumb and then to come right back down. Yeah, Rick says perfect, how handy. Absolutely, Rick, I love that. Okay, so watch this. D flat blues. And then let's do this. Let's go back down. Let's go back down to our B scale. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Notice that I did it. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So even when I go to the 4 chord of B, which is E, so I go up the scale, B, C, D, E, the 4 chord of the B blues, I'm still doing the B blues. Even on F sharp, it's the 5 chord of the B blues. Little tension there. Let's go back to C. Scale. How about the scale? So you go, for B blues, watch this. I'm going to show you another trick. So if I'm at the top of the B blues scale, in the same way that I would do this for C, I go 4, 3, 2, 1. And another thing you need to notice is that when I do the B blues scale, you're always looking at visual cues as well. How many sharps are there in the B blues? I mean, how many black keys are there in the B blues scale? Kind of an obvious thing, but kind of important. Anybody? Here we go. Yeah, Rick says it's one black key. That's right. F sharp is the only black key for B blues scale. That's actually really important because that'll help you see from a visual standpoint. Whenever you're playing the B blues scale, you're just going to have that one F sharp there. All right, now we're going to start to wind this up, but I'm giving you a couple of really important strategies here for practice. If our up-down approach and the power of 3, right? We're doing 3 blues scales, 3 licks, all these different things. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4. So our 1, 2, 3, 4 fingering for the key of C. We go up a half step. We're no longer afraid of D flat, right? And you're going to get used to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. On the way back down, whatever note I go up to where I'm stopping the octave, 4 is going to be there. And I go 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And it's absolutely okay to spend time just on the first 5 notes of the blues scale or go up the octave, 1 octave. And this is not a learn it just right now and got to have it together. No, this is a thing that you might want to spend a month on, going C, D flat, and back down to C and then down to B. Take your time to learn all of this stuff. Okay, now, couple of really important tips to go along with this, and at the very end of this lesson, which is going to be in about eight minutes, I'm just going to go through every single key with the fingerings. You're either going to do fingering 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, and you'll have every single key. If I'm doing the first 5 notes of the blues scale in D flat, already you're getting, that's a finger workout, and something that I want everybody working your fingers every day. You know that. Do some kind of exercise. There's Hannon, which a lot of people know about Hannon. It's from a classical approach. There's iMusicAcademy example 1, which does the triad exercise. If you forgot that exercise, I will send you the music and make sure you have that. But the other thing is this. I want you to work on your fingers in both hands. So you're working those muscles. For C, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing for D flat. Now, when I'm doing this exercise, the 5-note blues pattern, especially as an exercise, I like to do 2 things. I like to spread my fingers out 2 octaves, and I always talk about Oscar Peterson doing the 2 octaves apart. I love that sound, right? So I'm gonna not play this, I'm gonna play this. Go up a half step, and I told you guys that I like this idea of we have our fingering for the D flat blues scale is 1, 2, 3, 1, so your thumb's going to come under. But if you're just doing the 5-note pattern, it's okay to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need everybody to understand that, what I'm saying. So I might be improvising and I go. So it wouldn't make sense for me if I'm doing the D flat blues for me to go to do it like this. That doesn't make sense. But going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this closed pattern makes a lot of sense. So I can go all the way up or the first 5 notes. And a couple things you can do from a visual standpoint is notice this chromatic right there. So we have, so same thing on C. Those are 3 chromatic notes in a row. Same thing on B. All right, now here's your last tip before we do all keys. Very important. We know that we have the first 5 notes of the C blues scale. We also know we have the top of the C blues scale. And we also know 3 half steps down from C is A minor. And we do the first 4 notes of that scale. If you understand those 3 things that we do at iMusicAcademy, put yes in the chat. I'll do it again while I'm waiting on you guys to say to respond to this. We have C, first 5 notes of the blues scale. Watch this. First 5 notes. top half of the blues scale. Here we go. And the bottom, 3 half steps below C, we have this. Okay, so as we go through these 3 simple patterns, first 5 notes, 3 half steps down, or the top half of the blues scale, what a great way to transpose that into D flat. Watch what happens. First 5 notes. Yeah, what about the top half of the D flat blues scale? There it is right there. Just like in C, it's the 5 flat 7 root minor third. Do you remember the trick that I said in your right hand, if you ever want to play the top half of the blues scale, which you can use over the entire blues, watch. Or I can play it anyway, I can play it slow. Again, all the way. Now watch this. Remember the trick to play the top half of the blues scale in any key. Put your middle finger on that note. We're on the key of D flat. Then your thumb's going to naturally hang over the 5th. Your index finger is going to naturally hang over the flat 7, and your pinky is going to easily hang over the minor third. So you have this. And 2 and 3. And 2 and 3. And 2 and 3. So I had my first 5 notes of the black keys, and then we had the top half of the blues scale. The only one we didn't do is 3 half steps down, which is B flat. And now I'm playing it a little bit faster than I would want you to practice this, right? I'm kind of trying to get this material in, but I'm just going to do a review, and then we're going to do, because I know I'm running out of time. It's simply this. Marla says it's hard to do both hands at the same time. You like the exercise. For everybody at iMusicAcademy, I recommend this. If you did this in all keys, you do the first 5 notes of the blues scale, and I have trainings on this. Like even Blues Volume 1, at the end of there's like a bonus where you just go, and that's an old course. You do here, and then I say, all right, go up a half step, go up a half step. But the great thing about that is it's starting to get you comfortable in any key, really. You could say, all right, let's play an F sharp blues, and we go. I go. Or how do you find the top half of the F sharp blues? You go, all right, Bob said that you put your middle finger on the note, and he said my thumb's going to naturally hang over the 5th, my index finger is going to hang over the flat 7, and my pinky is going to hang over the minor third. So now I have this. Now, Marla, as we wrap up, I need to remind you guys that Marla just played her first gig. Sounded amazing. And Marla, you need to think about, we haven't officially said, but I would love to, inside our membership area, I would love to somehow let some of our members see you on your gig, because you knocked it out of the park and it was awesome, and they would love to see that. But that's a conversation we can have. But the reason I bring up Marla is she was playing Blue Monk. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. And then if Marla wanted to play these ideas, she, of course, could play the first 5 notes of the blues scale when it's her time to solo, and she can go for days. Okay, the first 5 notes of the blues scale. We know that the top half, if Marla wanted to play, she's in the key of B flat and it's her time to solo, she could say, all right, Bob said I put my middle finger on the key I'm in, B flat, my thumb's hanging over the 5th, my index finger's going to hang over the 5/7, and my pinky's going to be on the minor 3rd. So then we have this. Up here. So they just played the melody. I could play the melody. Ba-da-da-dum. See what I did there? I went ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Now I can put my middle finger be-da-da-da-da. So a couple of things that I just did. Marla, this is an extra bonus that everybody needs to know what just happened here. So Marla, who knocked it out of the park, and she says it's absolutely cool to share with our iMusicAcademy family. All right, I'm going to work on that so you guys get to see Marla at her first gig. Extremely proud of you for that, Marla. So watch this. I just did the Blue Monk melody, which your melodies are always your keys to improvisation. We know that. Ba-da-da-da, and then I go ba-da-da-da. Now here, I'm soloing over B flat blues. Marla for days can use the top half of the B flat blues scale. Middle finger goes on whatever key you're in. I go. Right? The other trick that Marla can use to solo on the B flat blues is the other thing. We said that you can use the first 5 notes of the B flat blues scale, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can use the top half of the blues scale. Middle finger goes on B flat. Or we can use 3 half steps down from B flat is what? G minor. Same thing. So we had this. Here we go, middle finger. And then maybe go back to melody. Let's do that again. Go. That's our G minor, 3 half steps down. Now, the only thing that could make Marla's, or one simple thing to make her improvisation even that much better, is to occasionally go to that minor 3rd just like the melody does. The melody does boo-da-da-dum, boo-da-da-dum. What if I did this? Boo-da-da-dum. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and then I go ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da. Now watch this. 3 and 4. So, and all I was doing there is one of the 3 ideas that we already said. I did the blues scale coming down. I also did this. 3 half steps down. That was the second idea. So we had the top half of the blues scale. And 1, and then how about the melody? Ba 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 boom, 3 and 4. Ba da 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 ba da 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 da. And right there, I just did minor 3rd, actually major 3rd, but you could go. Okay, isn't that fun? The way you could just use 3 ideas. We did the blues scale. We did the 3 half steps down, that 5-finger blues scale. and the top half of the blues scale. And as a bonus, we did what the melody does and go ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. You can even do your Ray Charles things right here, where you go minor third to major third, you go. Right? Here we go, and 3 and 4. And maybe melody again. Okay, you have the blues scale for days, but occasionally you want to hit that major third, right? All right, we have a bunch of people watching, and I want to say thank you for watching. I still owe you all keys on these fingerings, so let me just give you the 30-second version of which fingering to use, 1 or 2 of the blues scale, and you can play those in all keys. I think if everybody who's watching now goes back and watch this, key points for today is the power of 3. Use the up-down approach. You just go back and watch the video. The other thing is this. I am looking for the next person who wants to join one of our groups. We have Chord Academy. We have the All Access group, which most of the people here are in All Access group. And then we have our YouTube channel as another way you can join. And I think it's really fun. We have an amazing community. And if you're interested in that, just let me know. Bob at iMusicAcademy.com. There is bobtaylormusic@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. And I hope that you're practicing. You don't have to be a member of anything, but just enjoy music, enjoy the process. All right, so here we go. Let's do this. All keys. We're going to go C major. You're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're going to sit on that voicing. Just get familiar with that. And from a visual standpoint, I'm not trying to get you to play it fast. I want slow. I visualize F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. The next thing is go up a half step. D flat is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All day long. On the way back down, whatever note you stop at with your is your 4th finger, whatever at the key at the top. Now I'm going to come back down. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. That's the second fingering. D is 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll be glad to know. It feels very similar to C. No problem at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Go up to E flat, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. On the way back down, or you get to the top, and you have 4 on top. And actually, I would like Vicky to make, either Vicky or Rick, to make a document where we can send this out to everybody. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do this one more time, but just rocket fire. This is either fingering 1 or 2. Fingering 1 for C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingering 2 for D flat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. D is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingering 1. E flat is fingering 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for days. Top note has the finger 4. E is just like fingering 1. Yeah, Vicky will do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so Rick is more of the inside the chat guy. He's gonna give the reminders. I like that, Rick, because when people go back and watch, they can get the Rick's inside notes inside the chat, and Vicky will do the PDF for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for E. 1, 2, 3, 4. For F, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And what's nice about that is I'm using F, and if I want to start on the top of the scale, I'm going to use 4. I want 4 at the top. And I come down. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. All day long. F sharp is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then when I come back down, I'm on 4 at the top. That's my last note at the top. And then it's just 3, 2, 1 for days. Okay? Now watch this. Yeah, Rick says he writes what you say to enforce learning. That's how you got through college. Awesome. And you do it to help everybody else out. I love it. All right, so watch this. G is fingering 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. notice even right there, I went to the top half of the blues scale, right? Just getting used to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. A flat is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So fingering 2. And then the top of the blues scale, I want finger 4 there. For A, it's just like C. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's top half of the B flat. B flat is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Top B flat on the top. B major is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 at the top. And guess what? We're back at home for the key of C. How about that? All keys. Now you can play in all keys, every single key using one of 2 fingerings. I love that. All right, I want to give a shout out to, I know we're beyond our time. We went 45 minutes today. And I just wanted to go public as well for our YouTube community. Shout out to our YouTube community. A shout out to our All Access group and our Chord Academy. And as what we always do at the end of the lesson is we get to say goodbye to each other. We hang out together. Dad being first on the stream. Good job, Dad. We have Rick, Vicky, we have Hugh, we have Marla. Hugh is the bookends of iMusicAcademy. He will definitely chime in and say goodbye to everyone at the end. We have Doug. Good to see you, Doug. And Vicky. Rick. Let's see. T-Man. We've got Marla. We've got Rick. Let's see. We have Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Most consistent man at iMusicAcademy. Awesome. A quick shout out to Doug again. Doug was the first person who joined our iMusicAcademy YouTube channel, which is new. We have 7 members, and almost the first day I went live with that, we got like 7 signups. Vicky's a member of that, even though she's a member of both. And a couple of people have signed up for that as well. But I love the fact that we have 7 people. But it's not just that we have 7 people. It's that they've been a member for a couple months now and continue to be a part of it. Nobody's dropped off. Anybody who has joined the YouTube channel is still a member, and I love that. So I'm looking for the next person to either just support the channel or maybe you want to join, and I give away tons of free material and live streams, extra live streams for the YouTube community as well. So if you're not wanting to be an all access member or a Chord Academy and you just want to help support the channel and then get a bunch of free stuff and lessons and PDFs and everything, I think that's another great option. You just hit join, you can see the different tiers. But what I'll often do for my YouTube community is, even though they're not all access members, I will do lives like this, and I'm like, hey, come join us. We're live in the membership area, but I want you to be a part of it. And so I do PDFs, courses, you name it. So it's a really fun place. It's the YouTube membership as well. But I love our community. Keep practicing, keep having fun with everything. Dad, good to see you again. And you guys have 20 more seconds to say bye to each other. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, Marla. Can't wait to share your